Okay. Should be good. I just need to grab my stream link. Nope, I don't want to do that. Almost ended the stream. Alright. Just using regular OBS on the laptop like usual. And I should let my friend know that I'm painting them finally. There. Hey, Olivia. Hey, Logan. Gue'vesa Logan continues rambling about Wawas. Oh my fucking god. Where did I put... There it is. So I'm going to start with the piranha, because I figure that's something that's, like, big. I can really, you know, get a lot of... I'm just going to look up an image on my phone so that I can see what the default paint scheme for it is like. Okay. I'm replacing the white that most Tau stuff uses with the dark red that I'm using. So, wait, where is it? Where'd my... What? The hell? I've got these three here. Why did I get this? What the fuck? Where's my red? Oh, you're kidding me. Did I pick up the wrong paint? Oh. It's gotta be here somewhere. I can't be that stupid. Oh, here it is. Got it. Okay. Lush Terror's red. Contrast paint. Should replace the Tau symbols with Tau symbols. Jesus. Let me just double check a guide on using contrast paint. I think contrast paint is the one that you don't use water for. Oh. Just give me a sec. I forgot to plug my headphones in. You won't be hearing any of the sound that I hear. I'm not streaming my desktop audio because okay, yeah. Yeah, this is the one that you don't use water for. My hair looks really good. Thank you. It just kind of settled this way today. All right, get that image there. Angle the camera a little bit. Maybe angle it up a bit because I'm going to be holding the mini. Just actually, I'm going to read up a little. Simply close your eyes and have a bump in house party with your headmates and ignore them. Nice. Okay, I think I'm going to need to angle the camera up a tiny bit more. There we go. This looks very good. The guide says to, use contrast paints on lighter base coats, but I want a really good dark primary shade for my armors. I should definitely use less at a time, and then just kind of work back over things. Yeah, I like this. I really like this color, this dark red. Who would have thought, given that it's the color of my logo? So how's everyone doing today? Are these tough Farside Enclaves, or are they lame? Farside Enclaves are not as great as everyone says they are. They are probably going to be Sasya. Or maybe Borkan. Haven't entirely decided. A lot of people in the Farside Enclaves are there because they're war criminals and got told by the rest of the Tau that they had to fucking stand trial. This is a really beautiful color. Stand trial by the Ethereals. They have melee, they fight against the Ethereals. I just don't really like the Farside Enclaves. It's a little dark in here, but it's early enough in the day that turning on my overhead light won't help. Yeah, this is really pretty looking. I like my really dark reds. Hmm. Sadly, I didn't build these tiles, so there's a couple of choices that I would not have made in how they are built, but just found out there's another store not near me exactly. It's like, geez, like a while away. Um, that also runs, I think it's what, Kill Team on Tuesdays or something, and Big 40K on other days. I don't know which days. It's in like Flemington, and Flemington's a drive. That said, it's another shop that my cousin plays at, so that sounds pretty okay. Okay, here we go. Just gonna let this one dry for a bit and work on some of the other stuff. I'm gonna start with the big stuff, the battle suits. Get all of these started. Nice, yeah, I think you mentioned getting your second vaccination the other day. I need to be looking at chat a little more than I am. Half the Custodes stuff is Forge World. Yeah. Custodes are rough. Hey, Code. I really want to. I still need to play that 500-point game. I've still got that list built up. I haven't really played much Kill Team lately either, and I'd like to get back into that. Maybe I should just bite the bullet and take a trip out to New Jersey. Honestly, I think I'm just going to start by completely coating my models in the red, because I think that's going to give me an idea of what will look good in other colors. Just fucking dunk them. Want to get into the models and lore? Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I like Guard. I enjoy Guard. I don't like Space Marines. I don't give a shit about your superpowered, genetically engineered uber humans. I like normal humans trying to survive in a universe that does not like them. Which reminds me, I was talking about, going to a store that my cousin frequents. I still have to come out to my cousin. I know he's cool. I just haven't, I don't talk to him all that much. So I haven't really had the opportunity, the whatever. Slather it all in red. Here we go. Just get a little in there and let it drip. Cool. Just gotta get this leg, and then I think I can move on to the next one. Well, there's a lot of little fiddly bits deep in here. Let's get his butt. Need to get, to run them, I'm gonna need to get another Tau HQ. I'm probably, sorry, I gotta move this out of the camera for a bit to get better light. I need another Tau HQ, and I need, well, I want to get another box of Pathfinders because I've got some spare rail rifles here, and I want to build a few more rail rifles. And I've been told ion rifles are better in big 40k, so I want to build some of those too. Not to be a meta chaser, but I like my special weapons. Has anyone here watched Leverage? It's a very good show. Started making Kelly watch it lately. Highly recommend. It's about a group of thieves stealing from corporations to help their victims. And it's very good. Highly recommend. Has a really good finale too. It's good all the way through. The worst I can say about it is there's a little bit of mid 2000s. There's a little bit of late 2000s weirdness. That is the worst thing I can say about it. And even then, it's some late 2000s weirdness. But like, knowing the late 2000s, you might expect, oh, is there like a super homophobic or super transphobic joke? No. Just like weird TV things that happened in the late 2000s where like every show had to have a bunch of relationship drama. There's nothing that like really aged badly. Oh boy. My tomato boys. Intercessor Combat Squad. Schlavulax. Schlavulax, are you really gonna go for Space Marines? Move the camera. Give it a sec. Cool. We're back in view. I won't totally shame you for going Space Marines, but I will still shame you a lot for going Space Marines. They're the basic bitch option, and you are nothing but the most basic of bitches. Fair. Yeah, they are kind of meant to be easy to paint. I've heard they are not nearly as easy to paint as they look. And they also kind of teach you bad painting habits. I cannot confirm this because I have not painted Space Marines, but I have heard that a lot. Tau also get a lot of nice smooth surfaces on their fire warriors and their vehicles. Although their suits have a bunch of fiddly bits, their suits aren't actually very good. I wish I had just a desk lamp that worked. I've got one sitting next to me, but it has no way to actually stand upright, so I can't use it. Part of me is just thinking about grabbing my regular lamp from my nightstand and moving it over here for a bit, just to give me some light to work with. The eBay listing says Primaris Intercessor Combat Squad. Tau Marines drawings, I think. That's something that sounds familiar, but I don't remember. I've probably seen them and forgot about them. Yeah, Forge World is ridiculous. So there's that new Cadian Shock Troopers upgrade kit that's supposed to have some female heads in it. And I've been hearing a lot of complaints because the sculpts on the regular models have not been updated at all in like over a decade. And they really desperately need to be upgraded. And the biggest complaint I've heard about the female model heads is that, like, great, you've just confirmed that we're stuck with the same out of scale, mediocre sculpts for another who knows how many years. Which, you know, fair. I am glad that there's female guard now. I would have liked new sculpts. Oh, it's fun. A 5-model squad on Forge World costs $60, while a 5-model box from eBay is $20. Yeah. Forge World is all resin, which is why it's more expensive. I know a lot of people who get gray market recasts, which are like somebody else buys some of the Forge World sculpts and just recasts them and manufactures them for cheaper. which I've been thinking of getting, especially since a lot of the older ones are just kind of gone. Yeah, I'm hitting that point where I can't really see. Everything is very dark, so I can't really see what I'm working on. Okay, this one's nearly done, I think. It'll be easier to tell when it's dry. Oh, I missed some bits over here. Let me get in here. Yeah, I think the primer might not have gotten in some of these spots too, which is frustrating, but they are hidden away enough that it shouldn't be the end of the world. I'm definitely not going to use Citadel primer again. It's like 20 bucks for a can, and you can get a $5 can of Krylon plastic primer that's actually a primer. Because I've been hearing more and more that the Citadel stuff is just a spray paint and it's not actually a primer at all, which is very dumb. Have this. Mist patches. Good enough. Let's see how this one's looking. Not quite how I wanted it to turn out. It's a little brown. Let me turn the light on over here. See if that helps. So it'll let me lift my whole fucking lamp up and move it over here. Whoa, okay. It is. This is not meant to be on a slanted surface like this. It's kind of reddish under the light. I'm a little disappointed. I might do another coat to get it redder. It's like blood. Red when you're bleeding, brown when it dries. Maybe I should have used a lighter color to prime them. Maybe a gray instead of a black. Didn't power until they dry and they shouldn't short. What? Hey, Kelly. It's not pinned because I don't get Streamlabs notifications while I'm on regular OBS, so I just didn't bother with it. Especially since I'm just painting and I'm not going to be looking up at notifications anyway. You know? Can't even see it. I know you can't see what I'm painting. I'm kind of holding it back here so I can get a better view of it. I'm trying to keep things in view, but the lighting is really bad and the angling is really bad. I don't have a very good setup for this. If I hold it down here, I can barely see what I'm working on. Oh, now you're looking up too high. There we go. And I think that's good for a second coat on that. These are looking... I'm going to look at them under my light real quick. These are looking a little less brown. It's dripping now. Okay. So I start my new job on Monday. I'm finally out of that awful grocery store I've been working in. I have no interest in getting a haircut. Hair can get stuck in the painting. It's tied back. Is this one triple flamers? I think it is. That's silly. I have heard very bad things about Tau flamers. It looks cool though. Probably gonna see if I can play it counts as something else. Okay, nearly done with this one. Not sure how I'm gonna base this. I'm gonna base this army. I'd like to do something kind of magma-y, but I don't really know a great way to do that. Doing some cracked earth kind of stuff, and then painting like bright red underneath that. That would be neat, but I don't know of a dark earth base that dries cracked. Is that the cheapest color? I'm using a lot of it. It's a contrast. So you don't thin these, they're already pre-thinned, and they drip over the It is the one I'm using the most. It is going to be on most of their armor. I'm also going to use some gray, some steel colors. But this is going to be the primary color of this army, which is why I'm using a lot of it. What kind of brush is that? It's a large base brush. I've also got medium and small ones, but I should probably be using a shade brush for this, but oh well. I don't really care. I don't know how long I'm gonna go today. Oh, I was taking my meds. Did I? Fuck. Could I use a toothbrush? No. No, toothbrush would be way too stiff. And at a very bad angle. Okay, yeah, that's drying much nicer on the second coat on the piranha. Still needs, yeah. It's just a tiny bit, not too much. looks okay. Last suit. Okay, this one is not actually sure. I learned with the first one that I want these to be. I want to use what looks like, what feels like a little bit too much, because a little bit too much is when it actually dries the right color. Do I sell these? No. And AJ, can you not be rude for, I don't know, 5 minutes? Every time I've looked up and seen a message from you, it's been rude. Thank you, Kelly. Love you. I missed the last message and I'm kind of happy I did. Uh, that does not sound good, Gray. Yeah, gotta let this one dry now. Alright, that's it for the suits. Whoa. And that ain't good. Didn't want this to get all red. Shit, I don't have a... Oh, I do have one from last time I forgot to throw out. This can be cleaned. Okay. Let's get another look at this. Yeah, it's looking a little better this time. I'll just do a quick coat on the bottom. I forgot to attach the extra gun. It doesn't need to be perfect down here. No one's going to look. I just want it to be coated enough that it doesn't immediately look out of place if someone turns it upside down for something. Okay. Now, I think I'm done with my big brush. Should be good. Okay. Next, I want to use, let's see. Small base, medium base, small layer. I'm going to go with small base. Wrong end. And I have actually, this is one of my shade. I have a medium shade brush here. That is probably the best thing to use for my. I'm going to wet the brush a little bit. I also wound up buying one of the handles while I was getting these paints because I needed the extra grip. We should stream Layton today. Yeah, we should. Absolutely. I just really wanted to get some painting done. really sure how to... Jeez, do I still have this? I think I still have this too low. Or too high, I mean. Alright. So my toothbrush broke last night. I was trying to put new batteries in it, and it fucking... the handle split apart. Tau Pathfinder. Okay, here we go. That's a nice close-up. Doesn't have all the guns, but it's close enough. Is this a Pathfinder or is this a rail rifle? Or not a rail rifle, a fire warrior. I think this is a fire warrior. Can't really tell. Let's paint the gun red. Oh, so their feet are actually supposed to be exposed. I should have gotten some Tau flesh tone colors. Oh well. Okay. Gonna set that aside. Just gonna roll over here and get some tissues real quick. Typically Fenrisian gray? Yeah, I think so. Not sure off the top of my head, though. I know G-Dub's site has a whole guide on it. There goes one of my brush covers. Okay. So I've got Basilicanum Gray, which I'm going to use for their, what's it called? Fuck, I can't remember the word. I've got some Jakairo Orange, which I'm going to use for highlights. And I've got some Iriel Yellow, which I'm also going to use for some glowier, lighter bits. I got Cantor Blue at some point, and I don't remember what I got it for. Oh, that's right. I got it as a blue to use on the plasma to lighten it up a tiny bit. Okay, so I'm going to take my shade brush, or not my shade brush, my layer brush. Small layer. Have a good day, Schlab. Okay, as for contrast paint, you only have one for doing work flesh. Yeah. I'm using it for this because it's the only red that looked quite like what I wanted. I wanted this really dark. Gonna do some edge highlighting with this orange. which is a base, but... Oh, I'm using a layer brush for a base paint. Silly me. Not like the biggest problem in the world, but you know, not something you should do. Your psychiatrist diagnosed you with sad and traumatized. Oof. Is that for your Space Marines and it's real dark when it's dry? Yeah. Oh no, Cantor Blue isn't to lighten things up. Cantor Blue is for my Space Marines. I've got, or not my Space Marines. I don't have Space Marines. My Scions. That's the word. I used it for their plasma. Yeah, here's one of my plasma gunners. I used a Lothern Blue, and then I brushed some Cantor Blue over it. It's not, you can't get the greatest view, to get kind of a dark and light blue mix in there, if it'll focus. Yeah, it's focusing a little bit. Yeah, I think it's two. I don't know. You can't get the greatest view, but you get what I mean. Sorry, I'm not the most eloquent when I don't have a script. Oh yeah, this is looking great. I'm really liking how these are looking. You don't think many people are super eloquent without a script? Yeah, you know, that's also fair. Using really small amounts of the orange here. So it kind of looks almost like wear. I'm really happy with how this is looking. So I got my second shot the other day. I will be fully vaccinated around the 26th. And it's just a couple of days after my birthday. So I should actually be able to go out and do some things. That's going to be nice. Yeah, I've seen so many memes about therapist recommended CBT. It's cognitive behavioral therapy. It's I love acronyms that sound wrong. Yeah, I used too much there. Oh well. That'll look fine. When I was a little boy, I saw my mother told me to me way, all away, Joe. And if you do not kiss the girls, your lips will grow a mullet to me away, you'll all away, Joe. Way, all away, we're bound for better weather to me, way, all away, we'll haul away, Joe. Now first I met a Bristol girl, but she was fat and lazy to me, way, all away, we'll haul away, Joe. Then I met a Yankee lass, and she just drove me crazy to me, way, all away, Joe. Way, all away, we're bound for better weather to me, way, all away, we'll haul away, Joe. King Louis was the king of France before the revolution to me, way, all away, we'll haul away, Joe. But then they chopped his head right off and wrote a constitution to me, way, all away, we'll haul away, Joe. Way, all away, we're bound for better weather to me, way, all away, we'll haul away, Joe. Way, all away, we're bound for better weather to me, way, all away, we'll haul away, Joe. I know quite an amount of shanties. Favorite's probably Patty Layback. John Kanakanaka's pretty good if you get the right version. One of my favorite bands did probably my least favorite version of John Kanaka. Also, Holloway Joe is a shanty, not a folksal song. Folksal songs are usually characterized by having more of a verse-chorus structure, because they're meant to be sung at the folksal to pass the time. Whereas a shanty is a work song that you sing because you need to keep time for something. So if something has... Yeah, I used too much there. That's frustrating. So Patty Layback, for example, would be a capstan song, because it's for the long job of hauling up the anchor. Should you have your Volkite coils be blue? I don't know. I need more orange. I didn't get enough paint in there. Not enough paint, too much water. Yeah, it's too much on the brush. Still might be too much water. Maybe not. There we go. I'm going to angle the camera up a little, just a tiny bit. Hope that should help. Okay, this is definitely helping. I'm using the edge of my brush instead of the tip. And that's getting more right on the very edges, which is what I want. Being gay is pretty good. The real reason for homophobia is that people are just jealous that they aren't gay. This is looking really pretty. I am very here for how this color scheme's turning out. this is something I want, like, more orange. So I'm gonna get a dollop of orange on the eye in there, and then I'm gonna put yellow layer over it to brighten it up a little more. Really gotta get around it. You know what? Fuck it. I was about to say, I really need to get around to coming out to my cousin. I have my phone right here. I'm thinking about it right now. Sent. My cousin's cool. Should react to it fine. Cool. Cool. Whoa. Sorry about that. Lost connection for a second. I'm back. I just came out to my cousin on stream, no clickbait. Yeah, I did just do that. I wanted to do it before I forgot. I'm hitting that point where I've come out to so many people, I just don't give a shit anymore. Also, my trans pride mask should be getting here on Monday, sadly, after my training. And real fucking close to mask mandates being lifted. Probably still gonna wear it to work. And, you know, out and about. Facebook doesn't have an @everyone feature. I don't use Facebook. Also, like, that would mean coming out to my Aunt Mimi, who is a fascist, and my Uncle Steve, who is also a fascist. Okay. Pretty happy with this. I'm now, like, watching my fucking phone like a hawk for a reply. Even though I know it's gonna fucking buzz if he does respond. Should have gotten one of the bigger model holders too. Yeah. Nice. Just got the response. Look at Gaming General. I'm getting pinged. I'm gonna look on my phone because my computer's being kind of a pain in the ass. Buzz, buzz. Yeah, my phone is always on vibrate, which you'd think might mean I miss a lot of stuff. Vibrate is loud enough to wake me up. And I sleep heavily. Is that the Volkite coil? Craving flash out? What? But yeah, I just got a response from my cousin. And his response was, "Thanks for letting me know. I apologize ahead of time in case I make a mistake." He is a cool person. And that's the cousin that got my older sibling to start listening to Bad Religion and took them to a shit ton of concerts. That's the cousin who dressed up as Jesus and knocked on the door of a church on Halloween. YouTube is being fucking ridiculous. Of course I fucking sleep heavily, honey. I have to. I live alongside a road. If I don't sleep heavily, every truck that zooms by is gonna wake me up. I live in the middle of nowhere, but it's not a quiet middle of nowhere. That's why I record in the middle of the fucking night. Should probably add more paint. That was too much. Not quite dry brushing, but I'm doing something very similar. So this orange is called Jacairo orange. And part of me honestly wants to play an older edition game of 40K, a pre-errata game, just so that I can play around with the Barrel of Monkeys list. The one Commissar and 100 Jacairo. Which is very funny. Because the old pre-errata Jacairo, am I pronouncing that right? Is it Jacairo or Jacairo? Has there ever been an official pronunciation guide? Or is it like the argument between lasgun and lasgun? But regardless, originally Jacairo had 5 rings on every finger, and every ring was a las cannon. Because Games Workshop knows how to design games. Yokiera weaponsmiths. I wish G-dubs was more upfront with their pronunciations. Okay. So, got a little sloppy towards the end. And definitely needs the shading. But this is the first one. Alright. That's my commander. Gonna do this one next. Might be listening to too much Real Big Fish again recently. I have Cheer Up stuck in my head. Okay. Alright. Did you say cheer up or cherub? Cheer up. It's it's a it's a hell of a song. You say you're down, you can't lose, you'll frown. Well, that sucks. What else is new? And that's rough. There's not much you can do. You're not the only one not having any fun. And I got a funny feeling we're all born to lose. I got a funny feeling that this life ain't worth living. 'Cause I got a funny feeling that we're all born to lose. I got a funny feeling that this life ain't worth living. It's great. Hey, Sir Stir Fry. It's a good song. It is one of my favorite RBF songs. I should see them in concert again. Last time I saw them was at the Chameleon Club out in Lancaster, which is like a 2 hour drive. And if you're ever around Lancaster, do not go see a show at the Chameleon Club. It is fucking awful. It is the worst venue I have ever been to. I haven't been to any like super awful like I hadn't like up until then I hadn't been to any like super awful venues, but there, it's fucking overcrowded as hell. Um, Like, there is not room to move. If you are there, you know, if you are not there early, you are not finding a spot to sit. Or not sit. You're not finding a spot to stand closer to the band. You're going to be stuck almost at the door because the whole place is about as wide as a duplex. Small Town Titans if you're PA based. I will check that out. I am Pennsylvania based. I am near Philly. Greater Philadelphia area. Philly's like the fucking opposite of Chicago. Because Chicago is all based around like, oh, well, if you're from this neighborhood, that's not actually Chicago. Philly's like, you're from one of the counties surrounding Philadelphia, you're from Philly. You might yet not be able to tell it because I don't say John very much. But I am a Philly girl. I am both Pennsylvania and based. Oh my fucking god, honey. I think the best venue in Philly that I've been to has been the Fillmore, which is fucking great. Like, they're a normal fucking venue, but they have, for example, uh, reasonably priced beer, uh, leather couches set up so that general admission people don't have to stand the whole show, a really big dance floor. It is a fucking amazing venue. Highly recommend. If a band you're seeing, if a band you like is playing at the Fillmore, fucking go for it. Basically dry brushing at this point. I'm using a base paint to dry brush. Which is actually great because there's a couple of spots on here that I really wanted to dry brush, but I don't have really the right paints for it. There we go. Yeah, this looks great. You tend to go to Philly for shows because you get better bands. Yeah. Very much. Yeah, I know you've never actually heard me say it, but I have. Trust me on that. It is a lovely all-purpose word. It can mean literally anything. Ow, it's done. Yeah, I need a little more. Little bit too runny. Actually, let's do this one first. All these nice red edges. Can't believe I'm turning 23 in a couple of weeks. Sorry, a week. Fuck. What's the point of a word that means literally anything? I don't know. We have one though. Why don't you? Why don't you have a John like that? Another reason Indiana's inferior. Boomer. Who, me or Kelly? Me? What the fuck makes me a boomer? We're both turning 23 this year. That's what. No. If you ever start to record 40K games you wish to challenge me with Australians. I'd be down for that. I still haven't had my first big 40K game. Um I've played some Kill Team. I've streamed a couple of matches on the channel, and honestly, I would be down to stream more Kill Team. I think it would be kind of cool to make that maybe a weekly thing. I don't know. But I still want to test out my Scions list for big 40K. And I also want to play a Tau list, although part of me wants to wait until the Tau Codex comes out. Yeah, so apparently people are calling some of the older millennials geriatric millennials now, and I don't fucking understand why we use that stupid generation system, because it doesn't mean anything. It's a stupid marketing term that caught on with the fucking public. That was too much. We're technically just old Zoomers or young millennials. There is some debate because we were both born in 98. But yeah, either way. The generation shit is nonsense. Welcome back, Logan. You okay? He okay. Probably just gonna paint the suits tonight. I don't feel like painting the rest of the town is something I have the effort for. So I have a lot of Fire Warriors and Pathfinders. Hmm. Nearly done. This was a broadside, I think. I'm bad with battlesuit names. It has a lot of missile pods, and that sounds like a broadside to me. looks alright. Yeah, and this looks pretty good. I'm using a butter cookie container top. Yes, I am. I feel like there's more bits I want to get on this. I fucking love Royal Dansk. They're really good. Broadside with high yield missile pods. Quite a lot of them. I'm just going to paint the Tau symbol orange on them. Okay. Pretty much done, I think. There's a lot of little edges that I keep finding more. Oh my god. Ah. All right. And just clean up these highlights, emphasize them a bit. Yeah. Okay. I'm liking it. Here he is. Let's do a little 360 of this. Oh, I missed a spot. There we go. Now he's done. Every time I think I'm done. Okay, now. Oh geez, I have 2 more crisis suits sitting over there. I don't know if I'm gonna do all of the suits today. I've been at this for 2 hours. Wipe off a little bit. Mm. Sorry, I'm holding this way too close to myself for you to see. It just occurred to me that I was doing that. I got very focused for a minute. I think this actually might fit in. Not entirely sure what size base these are on. Let me check. It doesn't fit 40 millimeters. Nope, just too big. That is a 40 millimeter. I saw the bigger bases and was thinking, maybe these are under. Whoa. Maybe these are under 40, but no. No, they are more than 40. Okay. Too much there. Doing it again. Having some issues with hyperfocusing tonight. needs to get wiped off a bit. Okay. Okay. I used way too much orange in spots. I think the broadside came out a little better than this one. to use paint. The Imperium has classified this Fox stream as Xeno heresy. You are directed to meet with the nearest adeptist for immediate delivery to a penal world. Failure to do so will be met with execution. Oh no. How terrible. I'm so afraid. I mean, my other army is Scions, so it's guard. I'm not entirely a Xeno heretic. Just like mostly one. So I gotta hold it close to get some of these done. Okay. Alright. Still got paint down here, so I should keep going. Yeah, no, I feel you there, Gray. I wish Kelly was here. I think I'm gonna make this one my last one. I think that I have hit the point where if I keep going too much longer, I'm gonna burn myself out. Let's put a little tiny bit more paint out. Not enough paint. Still not enough too runny. There we go. Sorry, I was streaming. So, yep. Ah. Captain General Kitten is under investigation for conspiring with the Demon Primarch, the loss of the Inquisitorial Legion, theft of artifacts from Mars, and redacted. Sounds about accurate. I need to get caught up on TTS. Okay. Right. I gotta get in here. Oh, I'm missing some paint in there. Oops. I'll just hide that. Not focusing. No, that's too close. Let's adjust the camera up a little bit. Yeah, this one's a little sloppy, but I think I kind of rushed. Wanted to be done. Definitely have better luck if I was using a layer instead of a base to do this. Have a good one, John. Also, you didn't, if you're still here, you didn't spoil it to me. I left off at the point where Kitten had gotten to Mars. Here we go. I think that is it for me tonight. I got the main shade, and I got the main color and some highlights on all but one of my battle suits and the piranha. And my neck fucking hurts. Should also finish this boy. I'll do that later. Have a good night. I'll probably be back later to do some Leighton with Kelly. That won't be for a bit, though. Anyway, I am out for now. Have a good one.